Hi everyone, my name's Max, and I'm a founder at Dittofeed. Dittofeed is an open source customer engagement platform. It's an open source alternative to platforms like Iterable, Customer.io, and Braze for automating marketing messaging. In this video, I'll show you a brief overview of how to use the platform and also how to set it up locally with Docker Compose. Let's quickly preview the journey we're going to build by the end of the video. The core of Dittofeed is our journey builder, which we use to automate user messaging. You might be familiar with this kind of interface if you've used other customer engagement platforms. We're building an onboarding journey. It sends a welcome email to new users when they sign up, and then waits a week for them to complete their profile. If they haven't, it sends them an email encouraging them to finish. Let's see how to set this all up in Dittofeed. To run Dittofeed locally, start by pulling up a terminal. First thing we're going to do is clone the Dittofeed Git repo. Next, we're going to enter the Dittofeed directory and run Docker Compose up with the light Docker Compose file. Our Dittofeed instance should now be available on localhost 3000. Let's make sure to grab the right key from our settings page. We'll need it in the next step. Let's pull up an example application which we'll use to demonstrate how to submit user data with the Dittofeed SDK. It's a Next.js application using Supabase for auth located inside of Dittofeed's examples/Supabase directory. This simple application allows users to log in and then update their profile with a form. It will submit user events to our local Dittofeed instance whenever users take either of these actions. Note that this form includes a website field, which we will be checking when we implement our segment in a later step. Let's take a look at the code behind this example, starting with the Dittofeed provider. The Dittofeed provider initializes the Dittofeed SDK. It uses the right key pulled from the settings page from the previous step, and it points to our local installation of Dittofeed by using localhost 3000 as our host. The Dittofeed provider also submits user events whenever a user signs in. Finally, the app submits user events whenever a user updates their profile. Let's start building the journey we saw earlier, beginning with the dependencies we'll need. We'll build two segments. Our first segment we'll build will define who is allowed to enter the journey. We'll call this the new users segment and define it as all users who were created within the last 30 minutes. Our second segment will represent users who have added a website value to their account. Next, let's create some basic plain text email templates. First, we've got our welcome email. Next, we have our email encouraging our users to complete their profile. Let's put all this together in our new onboarding journey. First, we'll add our new users segment in our entry condition. Then, we'll send users a welcome email using a message node. Then we'll add a wait for node. We would normally configure this node to have a timeout of a week or longer, but we're going to set it to 3 minutes for testing purposes. Then we'll add our profile completion email. The effect of this wait for condition is that we'll send the user an email if they don't add a website to their profile before the timeout period completes. Now that we've configured our journey, let's name it and start it. Great. Now to make sure we can send emails, let's configure an email provider. In this example, we'll use Resend as our email provider. Go to the Resend console and create an API key. Copy your API key value into the Resend section of the Dittofeed settings page. Then select Resend as your email provider. We see here that we've received both a welcome email as well as an email encouraging us to add our website to our account. And that's it. Thanks all. If you're still here, we would love it if you starred our GitHub. Join our Discord to say hi and let us know if you have any questions.